Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Natasha and I talk about random things and experiences here. I'm quite new to YouTube, so yeah. Today we're going to be talking about dating in London. Dating in London is wild. Dating in London is not for me. No, I don't want to say that. So I've never successfully met anyone through a dating app. I have lots of friends that have met their boyfriends and they're so in love and they're having really successful relationships and marriages from people that they've met on Hinge, Tinder, whatever, Grindr. Me, no. I got out of a relationship in 2021 after the lockdown, and I started dating a lot. And I think I used it as a form of escapism, which I think a lot of people do in London. It's so easy to just finish work and find somebody to have a drink with and hook up with. Now I don't drink anymore, so I'm trying to navigate sober dating. I actually haven't been on a date for over a year because I decided to take a break. Actually, that's a lie. I went on 3 and I'll talk about those later because they were pretty horrific. But so now I'm looking for something serious and I actually want to settle down and find somebody to do life with. But after my last breakup, when I was dating, I did just want to have fun. So yeah, I was just looking for somebody to drink with, laugh with, hook up with, and it rarely went any further. Mainly, you know, either I wasn't interested in taking it further or they weren't. I wasn't in a place to pursue anything anyway, because I was too brokenhearted. I was too numb from the pain of my last relationship, so I just wasn't in a place. But yeah, dating in London is fun. I just think that it can be quite toxic just because of how easy it is to find people. I was going on dates almost every day of the week and I was drinking a lot, and yeah, I kind of realized that I was an alcoholic towards the end of it, and that's when I stopped drinking but also stopped dating, because there was one guy in particular that I did fall for and I was just besotted by him. And I did meet up with him a few times and he quite clearly said to me, I'm not looking for anything serious. And even though at first I wasn't looking for anything serious, I had such strong feelings for him that I found it really hard to break it off. But eventually, yeah, one day after I'd been taking shrooms in the countryside, actually, I went round to his house and I just had this huge realization of how, you know, it's not helping my self-worth to be chasing someone who's clearly told me that they don't want me. So that really hurt me, and actually he's the last person that I was intimate with, and I'm not still hurt by it, but I'm just wary to go back into the dating game because it's really difficult to navigate whether to be completely upfront and say on the first date that, hey, I'm looking for marriage and children, let's settle down. Or do you play it cool and just see how it goes? Because in my experience, playing it cool and seeing where it goes has never ended well. So I'm trying the more direct route this time. But as I say, I'm not on any of the apps right now. I'm not dating at all. I guess I'm just kind of waiting for someone to appear out of thin air. So I do know that I will have to start dating again soon. Actually, it'd be really exciting to document the dates. So I think I'll do that. One thing I do love about dating in London is trying out new restaurants and activities. Like I went on a date last year and we went canoeing on Paddington River, and yeah, there wasn't much attraction there. But the fact that we were both sat in the boat and we had a similar interest, that we were both Christians, and we just basically spoke about God and the Bible the whole time, and I absolutely loved it. And then we went for dinner, and yeah, we split the bill. And again, that's not something I'm looking for. Some people might be against that, but I think that if you're on a date with a guy and he pays for the full meal, it's an indication of, hey, I like you and I can provide for you. It's not because I'm a gold digger or expecting a guy to look after me financially, but for me, I'm a bit more traditional in the sense that gives me a clear indication that he's interested. So yeah, after this canoe date, we went for a really nice meal. We split the bill, so immediately I knew I'm not gonna date him again. And then had another date with a guy. We went for a walk in the park. I spilt my coffee all over myself in the park, and then he gave me a lift to church in his Tesla. That was really nice. And he was asking me, he wanted a traditional relationship in the sense that he wanted me or whoever he finds to stay at home. He made a lot of money, but I told him straight up, I'm not happy with that. I'm not gonna do that kind of thing. And he kept asking me like, oh, so would you cook for me? What kind of food do you cook? And I was thinking, I cook. I prep every single meal for myself, and I'd be happy to make double portions, but I'm not gonna be slaving away at the stove. Or would I? Depends. I guess I wasn't into him enough. I don't know. Here's the confusion. I'm just confused. I don't know what I want. So I'm still trying to figure out what I want. But my tips for dating in London, I can't really give any tips because I've got no success in that area. But I would love to know your experience down there in the comments, and if you have any tips, because I've had no success. As I said, I just like trying new activities, going to new restaurants, seeing new things. Yeah, I'm yet to have a really successful date, and I've probably had way over 100 dates without one successful one. So, yeah, hence. And then the third date that I've been on since I've been sober was this really gorgeous Scottish man. And he was ex-military. He was, oh my god, he was so hot. But he didn't believe that I was sober, and he thought I'd put it on my profile for a joke, and all he spoke about was drugs. And he invited me to go to Boomtown Festival with him the next day, and I was like, I'm sober. And he kept talking about how he's got all of these drugs to take, and I was like, I'm sober. And he was like, yeah, I really respect that about you, and I would not let you do any of the drugs. And I'm like, so you're just gonna sit next to me doing the drugs? And that's gonna be so much fun, not? And then he got so drunk in front of me that it's just, when you're sober and someone's drunk, it's really off-putting. So yeah, I guess I'm looking for a healthy guy, and my ideal date now would be more of like hiking or going to the zoo, museums, horse riding, holidays eventually, those kind of things. Just adventure. I want adventure, and maybe and I want somebody who's Christian for sure, who believes in Jesus and the Bible like I do. That would be a lovely thing to have. And yeah, I'm writing my non-negotiable list, and on there it has so far somebody who can be sociable. So I'm quite introverted, but I do need to socialize as well. So I'd like someone that likes adventure and likes to meet new people. Hygiene is a huge biggie for me. Like, they have to shower at least once a day, but ideally brushing their teeth 2 to 3 times a day, always smelling good. I can't deal with bad smells. No. And also just dirt, like dirty clothes. It needs to be quite clean. And And yeah, I'm not that foreign. Like, obviously I'd love for a successful guy that's got his own home and car and everything, but I can't really expect that when I don't have those things myself. So I had to take those off the list. At one point I even had private jet on there, but I'm trying to bring myself back down to earth. I do love being delusional though, I'm still manifesting that. So yeah, private jet, yacht, all of those things would be really nice. If he has children, I don't think I mind if he has children, actually. I love children and I want my own. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But the more the merrier for me with children. Love that. I still love animals. I love dogs and cats and yeah, I just love animals. So I'd love to live on a farm. A farmer would be perfect as well. Someone that likes to travel, somebody that's entrepreneurial, has lots of different things going on, someone that's creative. The height thing is a bit of a it's a bit of a sore spot, isn't it? I don't know where I'm at with that, because I used to wear 6-inch heels all the time, but I don't anymore because I'm nearly 30 and I'm trying to look after my knees. So you know, I could go for shorter guys now. I obviously love a 6'4". Most girls do. 6 foot, great. But I think I'm gonna be open-minded on that because I mainly wear flat shoes now, so that's okay. And yeah, so that's where I'm at with dating in London. I can't wait to get back into the game and to keep you updated with my journey. Thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate you being here. I still can't believe people are actually watching my videos. So yeah, God bless.